You walk into the coffee shop, order your usual, and tap your phone against the screen. $6.40. You do this 5, maybe 6 days a week without a second thought. Then comes the afternoon. You grab a quick lunch on the way back to the office for $14. Later, you hit the vending machine for a $2.50 snack. By the time you get home, you've spent $23. If someone asked you to list exactly what you bought, you probably couldn't. It's a long receipt of completely forgettable items. My name is Ryan. I spent $15 a day on things I forgot about by dinner. If you ever pause and wonder where your cash goes by Friday, hit subscribe. In our next video, we'll uncover the forgotten subscriptions quietly draining your account. This automated daily drain operates completely under your radar, repeated hundreds of times a year. Most people hear the latte costs $1 million and roll their eyes. They think it's exaggeration. This chart shows exactly how that math actually plays out. We start with a single $10 block. When you repeat that daily expense for a full year, it rapidly stacks up to $3,650. But the cash you handed over is only half the equation. The heavier toll is what those specific dollars could have earned if they were put to work instead of spent. Losing $3,000 a year is the immediate cost. The lasting penalty is the elimination of the future value that money could have generated. Invest $3,650 yearly at 8%. In 20 years, it hits $182,000. One path flatlines into vending snacks, the other scales into a house. At 30 years, it balloons to $451,000. You are looking at nearly $500,000 built entirely from money you wouldn't even remember spending. A daily cup of coffee literalizes into a fully funded retirement account. Wealth is rarely destroyed by a few massive, careless purchases. It evaporates when we fail to capture compound interest on the tiny transactions we make every single day. And it rarely happens in a single $10 swipe. Usually, it's a parking meter, an app purchase there, a soda at the gas station. It is a dozen individual transactions that cost less than $1 each. Picture a bucket with 12 tiny holes. No single hole looks dangerous, but together, the constant dripping drains your account exactly the same as if you knocked the whole bucket over. To see this on a national scale, look at how Americans eat. The average American spends $8,289 a year dining out, $22 daily. This chart compares two numbers. On the left, that daily takeout habit, invested for 25 years, totals $661,000. On the right is the national average 401k balance. The lunch money is bigger. Your everyday lunch budget holds more wealth-building potential than the standard retirement contributions most people make. The reason nobody talks about this trap is because of how our brains categorize expenses. You track your rent, you know exactly what your car payment is, but you never log the daily drip. A $200 purchase forces you to stop and evaluate your budget. A $6 transaction bypasses that filter entirely. Because each drip is too small to notice, you never fix the leak. The sheer invisibility of small spending is what makes it so lethal to your finances. Control starts with knowing your actual number. For the next 30 days, track every single purchase you make that falls under $15. Add it up and multiply by 12. See what compound interest turns that into over 20 years. Compound interest is the interest you earn on both your original money and on the interest it keeps accumulating. This exercise usually leaves people silent. They are forced to confront a 6-figure loss, consisting entirely of items they cannot even remember buying. Type "I tracked it" in the comments if you are going to run this number tonight. And stick around for our next video, where I break down the 3 hidden subscriptions the average person completely forgets they're paying for. A $10 daily charge is your future financial freedom, spent one tap at a time.